for those experiencing homelessness by hosting their second annual 5K run and walk.
Transitions Homeless Center provides food and shelter, but also works to give people the tools they need to secure jobs and permanent housing.
Joining us now is the event organizer, Becca Ashley, and the VP of Advancement at Transitions, Gavin Brown. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Becca, I want to start with you because I know people at home are wondering, now, what is this young lady doing here, and how is she talking about this? But this is actually your vision. You are a rising ninth grader, but you have been doing so much in the community since you've been in the 5th grade, we've just learned. So how did you get involved with Transitions, with helping with this annual event?
When I started in 5th grade, I went to the Center for Inquiry, and they challenged us to do an impact project, and I decided to help the homeless by partnering with Transitions and doing a good strive to collect items needed in my community. And that was very successful. So I've done that for about 4 years now, and just until last year, where I decided to change it up and combine my love for running and my love for helping the homeless. And I decided to do a 5K where all the proceeds went to Transitions, and we are very successful with over 80 participants and raising over $3,000. And this year our goal is just to make it bigger and better with we're hoping for over 150 participants and over $10,000 to go to Transitions.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And what are some, I mean, you guys have several programs at Transitions, obviously, but what is this money going to be doing?
It just goes to generally supporting our day-to-day operations. So you take it, it costs us about $35 a day to provide a full day of services to a client. So a little goes a long way when you look at giving money to Transitions.
And Gavin, I think about the term homelessness or unhoused, and sometimes when people hear that, they associate that with someone living out on the street, you know, like in a cardboard box. But the face of being unhoused can have so many different faces and situations. It's not always that much of a dire need. When you think about inflation and what people are going through, how can this event really help contribute to helping to solve that issue that so many are facing?
Well, I think as fundraisers, we talk a lot about when we do events, is it an advocacy event where we're creating awareness about an issue in the community, or is it a fundraiser, or is it both? And this is sort of both, but I would say it's an advocacy event, especially when you look at we're trying to involve high schoolers and middle schoolers, getting them to think about how to do more in their community and just be aware of the issues in the community. I know that when I was in high school, I don't think I was really aware of what was going on in my community at the level that someone like Becca is. So I think it's, for this, we really want people to walk away and say, I now know what are some of the issues that are driving homelessness and something I can do about it.
And Becca, I mean, why did you pick Transitions, and what have you learned over the years about them and about our community?
I picked Transitions because I knew that I could now help people of all genders, and it would just make an impact, especially with them being more local, especially to Columbia and Blythewood. And I knew that it would definitely help them a lot, and I just wanted to help make a small impact with them.
Well, you're definitely making a huge impact indeed. Let's talk about the details of the 5K. When is it, and how can people register to attend?
So the 5K is on August 10th at 8:30 a.m. and yeah, and it's about $30 for registration at Westwood High School, and you can register by going onto the Strictly Running website and just go to registration, and you can pick Transitions 5K, and you can also donate where the registration page is.
Yeah, and then also you guys are asking for donations too, right? So what kind of things do you want people to bring?
We're mainly focusing on t-shirts and toiletries for homeless, or for the people at Transitions.
And then, Gavin, for people who may not be familiar with Transitions and what all you offer, in the case they're watching this interview thinking that they may need help, tell us more about your services.
So we're 260 bed shelter. We have different programs based on the client's needs, but every day we take people in on the street, and then we also have about 70 to 80 day users. So if someone was watching this and they were either on the streets or there was a risk that they could be, they can come to our door, say I'd like to receive services, and walk right in and immediately meet with an emergency program case manager. It's that simple. The same way for volunteering. You can just show up and say I'd love to help and get right in there and start helping.
Oh, good to know.
Absolutely. And so Becca, I mean, do you have, I know you said the goal this year is to just raise more money, get more donations, have more people. Do you have any like numbers in mind of how many people you're trying to get involved?
Around 150.
Nice.
That with the $30, that should get us to around our goal, especially with donations. But Strictly Running has really helped us, amp up the race this year, and especially with our sponsors, Palmetto Millworks, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Brickhouse Gym, and Shealy Trucking. They've helped us a lot with getting the materials we need, and especially purchasing medals for all the participants and t-shirts.
Well, Becca and Gavin, thank you both for coming on the show today. Becca, congratulations to you
Thank
for
you.
doing some outstanding work all the way through the summer when a lot of people are just like students or at home playing
Hanging
video
out.
games. You're really making such a big difference. And Gavin, thank you for the work you do in our community as well. Let's pull up the details once more to make sure that you are able to participate and attend the second annual Transitions 5K Run and Walk. This is August 10th at 8:30, so they're considering the heat. You get to beat it. No excuses there. The race begins and ends at Westwood High School. If you cannot race, you can walk. Registration is $30. You can go to strictlyrunning.com and make sure that you bring donations. Thank you both once again for coming on the show. We're going to take a quick break. Much more